Precious souls, welcome to our happy space. Let's find out what you need to know. It's cold where I live right now. I think it's probably close to -20. It's supposed to get colder. But the energy is good. It is crisp. It is fresh. It is fresh. Let's tap into your higher self, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, and your beautiful ancestors. Look at this. So it looks like the whole reading is about letting go of anything that no longer serves you, but especially the burdens that are carried on your shoulder that other people expect you to carry. Those are the shoulds, right? I should go do that. You should go do that. Those are the burdens. That's saying, I don't really want to do that. My soul doesn't really want to do that. Let it go then. Easier said than done. I just heard, yeah, no kidding, right? Because probably for most of your life, maybe when you were feeling insecure, didn't completely trust yourself, you allowed yourself to give away your power to other people. What should I do? These questions from not listening to your inner guidance. Only you know what's best for you. Your soul, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit team, and you know what you need to do, what you came here to do, what will bring you the most joy. But in order to attain those goals and stay on that path, we really do need to let go of what everybody else believes is good for us because they don't have the same messages. They have no idea what's best for you. What's your challenge? Spirit, can you come through with a beautiful challenge? Challenges will help to elevate you to where you need to go. So again, don't allow your mind, your ego to run the show. Your ego would say, well, I don't know how to tell them. I really don't want to do that. Or it doesn't feel good to me. When we silence the mind, the messages come through, the intuition, our guidance from our soul family, our soul, our spirit family and your soul. Yeah. It's really weird what they're showing me right now. They're showing me a bunch of like squiggly confirmation. Okay, what am I reading? They're showing me squiggly lines that look like writing, but it's really sloppy, I've got to admit. I'm seeing an L, U, no, a bunch of E's and N. Can you show me more clearly, please? Longevity, longevity. Okay, they're giving you messages that may seem like they're not, something might not be short-term gain. Short-term discomfort leads to longevity, long-term comfort, bliss, happiness. Oh, this is beautiful. The energy that they're giving me. I got goosebumps. Okay, I got it right. Ding, ding, ding. Sorry, I was trying to read this cursive writing. It was, no offense, but it was like a little messy. Longevity. In the long run, this will pay off. Learn to tame your ego. Don't allow yourself to stop believing in yourself. Do not lean on other people for guidance when all the guidance that you need is within. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Subconsciously, what have we got? Wow. Okay. You have beautiful source energy running through you. This is so creative. You're getting inspired ideas of what to do. If you feel like picking up crayons, pick them up. Okay, there's something you're getting inspired to do. As you do this, they're saying, that's why they were showing me the sloppy squiggles. Thank you. If you were to pick up a piece of paper and just close your eyes and breathe in through your nose, find your peace, right? Out your mouth. Take that time. Don't look at the page even. Just scribble away. Scribble away. This is automatic writing, okay? They will bring messages through. They will bring messages through as you scribble on the page. It doesn't matter what you're scribbling. You will start to write words or you will create pictures. This is beautiful. They're saying this is one way that you could bring these channeled messages through if you're struggling. It kind of gets past the mind because your hand is busy doing something. But anyways, you're being gifted this massive source energy right from source. Right from source. This is the energy that creates worlds, okay? And you're being asked also to find comfort that wherever you are, you're meant to be there. There is no coincidences. There are no coincidences. There is no happenstance. Wherever you are placed there because they have the ability to position you in certain places where you and your team had some agreement. This is where I want to be at this point. This is who I want to be around. This is what I want to attain. They are maneuvering you. So these messages, these highlights, they're saying, will come through even if you're doing this automatic rating on a page, right? You'll start to get clear ideas of what you are meant to do, what you do next, and you will be getting these creative ideas. All right, let's look at your conscious mind. This is something that I'm going to confirm that you already know, okay? What do we have coming through, Spirit? There's something about dragons. There's something about dragons coming through. That's for someone. Hi, baby. I see you sneaking into the video. My little puppy came in. All right. You're just dealing with one thing at a time because you've got a lot on your plate. So you're dealing with one thing at a time, focusing your energy, chipping away at some list I'm seeing. There's some list of things that you're trying to get through. Yes. And what I see is these burdens are coming from your environment, people outside of you that will suddenly pop up. You just get started on this list, directing your energy, and there's these interruptions. There are interruptions constantly. Well, why aren't you doing it this way? Or can you come help me with this? Or don't you want to be a part of this? And blah, 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 blah. These are burdens that are being projected on you, okay? Not always on purpose. I'm not saying that. But there is an energy of interference around you trying to block you from attaining success with chipping these things off your list. With the 5, I'm seeing like fiery change, guys. It's time to set some healthy boundaries and say, I'd love to help, but I'm kind of in the middle of something that's very important. What are they going to say? And that'll show them who you are and where they fit in your life if they have a problem with that healthy boundary, right? Just recently, Spirit, what put us in this position here? Because you are wanting happiness. You have dreams. And I believe you started to see that in order to find happiness, no one's going to do it for you. It's not a specific person or place, as suggested here. Be happy where you are, wherever your heart is, that's where you belong. It's about you taking the initiative and developing healthy boundaries, more structure, more discipline, and saying, I'm going to create this happiness for myself. No one can give it to me. I cannot make others happy. It is impossible. Okay? But you are going to take these steps, and you're doing this. You're trying so hard to knock these things off the list so that you can find peace. Right now, I feel like you're really just trying to protect your peace as you work toward these dreams that you've established, dreams that you have been always put on the sidelines for everybody else. It's your turn now. You've waited long enough. You've helped, but it's up to you to direct this energy toward your goals now, your path. Spirit, what's to come? What is the potential to come? Should those I'm reading for finally let go of, release these burdens? You will learn that everything is divine timed, okay? Everything is divinely timed. Patience truly is a virtue, and it's so hard to hear that. Everything, once you take the first steps to attaining whatever it is that you're after, everything will fall into place. But trust that it'll happen exactly as it's needed, not necessarily in the timing or exactly how your mind might perceive it needs to be. And this is how everything happens to the best of its fullest capacity, okay? The best potential. Because you're handing the reins over to your soul family spirits, okay? Quit compromising. This is huge. Okay, so in the near future, like I said, you're going to see these interferences, these people that pull on your energy, that are trying to get you to not focus on the moment at one thing at a time. They're trying to get you kind of scattered, okay? And I'm not saying this is on purpose. This is just a natural energy that's going to be around. You're being told or forewarned that you will be tested to see if you will compromise your dreams, your desires for happiness, your ability to create these, or if you're just going to keep handing it over to other people, saying, I don't know, what do you need? Let me just stop what I'm doing to help you, right? Confirmation from my puppy. I don't think he'd appreciate that. All right, right now your energy is trying to just trust. Like I said, handing the control over and knowing that things are being done for you by your spirit guides, ancestors, right? You're in an energy of trust, and this is a beautiful place to be. It's helping to build a beautiful foundation as you go with the flow. Oh, great. Now he's triggering the downstairs dog. Excuse me, mister. No. Okay. Spirit, I need a direct message from you for those reading. Something about shadow and your light side. Embracing them, finding the happy middle ground. What is this? Black and white. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you've probably worked through a lot of your shadows to attain this level. Thank you for that, Spirit. Realize that your shadows have a place in your life as well, okay? The things that it's your ability to hold strong boundaries. Yes, lean on, lean on that strength. You've learned certain lessons, you've gone through certain things, you've also come across energies that you've analyzed, and you've seen their shadows. That's because you can utilize, lean on these shadows when you need to pull strength from them. It's like pulling in your own self-worth. Your shadows are screaming. Thank you. I'm just seeing your shadows are screaming. They need to be heard. You're getting frustrated because you're constantly putting other people ahead, constantly putting other people ahead. But then you suppress this and you say, well, you're bitter on the inside. So find a diplomatic way to find the balance between these shadows that are screaming, saying, what about me? What about my time? No one's ever helping me. Blah, 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 blah. Right? This is coming through strong. Find a way to say diplomatically how you feel and stand up for yourself. You are allowed, just like everybody else. You've studied how other people do it, and you could do this too. We all have this capability. Instead of suppressing these shadows that are saying, they're getting upset, they're getting angry. Instead of doing things behind the scenes to try to make things right, I'm hearing like balance. It's okay to speak up and say, you know what? Oh, I got something to say. This is my turn. I'm focused on something I'm working on. I'd love to help you, or whatever the case may be. I see that you would like me to do this, but that is not my path. Therefore, if you'd like that done, you're welcome to it. That is your free will to choose. But I'm holding on to mine. And this, I'm hearing like it'll really appease your inner child that has been put and left on the sidelines for so long, doing so much for others. Yeah, you just want to feel needed and wanted in the past. This past version of you is like almost a codependency, right? In order to see your own worth, you needed to feel like you had something to bring to the table. So you had people almost like codependent on you to give you this sense of being needed, wanted, of value. But now you're starting to see you don't need that from others. You're starting to value yourself. But there are still people that see this old version of you, the one that maybe operated more in a shadow, right? Or was unhealed, maybe this version of you that needed to see your true value and worth without having to be a slave to everybody else's whims. Yes, thank you. Okay, that's important. It's coming through, guys. Spirit, is there another direct message you want to share? Sometimes, guys, they like to channel instead, but I like seeing the cards. Have courage at this time. They are alongside you. They're with you when you are fearful of speaking up and being heard and being somebody who has every right to be seen and heard and have a place and work on your own thing and not have to be at everybody's beckoning call. Yes, you may have established that relationship with people at times, but you're changing and growing. There's a new version of yourself. Again, speaking up, because I can feel it in my throat chakra. And I'm also hearing my dog chirping in the background, which means he just loves attention. He'll do that until I get so annoyed that I do it. Well, that's people may have done that to you in the past, right? They just keep chipping at you and get louder and louder until they get their way. And that used to work on the old version of you, but it doesn't anymore. It just doesn't. Because you've got a sense of self-worth, self-value, where you could kind of almost put it in the backdrop and say, I will help when I choose, when I'm ready. But right now I'm devoting this to myself. I'm releasing, I'm letting go. And there will be those that benefited largely by you not being healed by that old version of yourself, right? They benefited largely. And if you might find that you have to let certain people go, again with the throat chakra, you might have to let certain people go, certain jobs go, certain environments go, because it no longer resonates with this newer version of yourself that is no longer a doormat, if I can say it that way. Um, be strong at this time. Just know you are not alone in this. This is just part of the stepping stones. You see, he's just picking it up a notch. This is what I mean, the interference, people chipping away, trying to get you to compromise what you're working on. Excuse me, no, sir. Eat your food if you're hungry. It's right there. Be strong. Be resilient. Keep moving forward. Disciplined. Focus forward on what you're working on, despite what keeps getting thrown at you. See it as a challenge. It's kind of fun then, right? It's kind of fun. Thank you, Spirit. You're meant to come to full bloom. You will come to full bloom. And there are energies that are trying to keep you quiet, small, questioning yourself. Okay, so what is it you desire, but you're denying yourself? That came out really quick. Finally balancing what we're getting information-wise from the ego, the mind, the shadow side, and following our heart, our instinct, right? There's a happy middle ground with everything. Everything, my ear's ringing. Ebb and flow, left and right, masculine, feminine. We have it all built within us, okay? We are the universe in a smaller form. We have every bit of balance, the light, the dark, the shadow, male, female, action, inaction, give, take, finding that balance. You desire it so much. And part of putting yourself in this kind of alignment, which helps bring in all your manifestations and to attain the successes that you're hoping to achieve, including healing beyond some of these, I'm hearing, crippling versions of yourself that hold you back. It all comes from listening to what the mind has to say, the ego, and saying, okay, I see you. That might have served my other version of myself before I did this healing and this other understanding, but it no longer serves me. So now I have to develop new tools to have healthy boundaries and protect my peace, which might mean I need to say no. That's a hard word, isn't it? What I'm reading is that's a very hard word to say to somebody. No. Don't you want to come join me do this? No. How many times have you tried to say no and it goes no? And you get swindled into doing whatever it is, following the leader. You're the leader. Deep down inside, you know this. You're meant to bring so much change to the world. And this feels like a big struggle right now, maybe, learning how to speak your true feelings authentically. But keep practicing it. Practice it in the mirror. You'll get better at it. It might start with, oh, I'd love to help. I'm just in the middle. Don't lie. I'm just in the middle of doing something for myself. You know, not, oh, the roof caved in. I got to stay home. None of that. Don't lie. Be authentic. But then it'll start off making excuses as well, right? Because you feel like you have to explain yourself. And then it'll slowly wear down to the point where you say, no thanks. It'll be that simple. No thanks. Have fun though. Or I'm busy. And then eventually people will stop. They'll start to see and respect your boundaries. And they will stop asking you for things that they know are frivolously wasting your time, because you will start to achieve your goals. You will be determined and focused on yourself. All right, what is the key, Spirit? Please come through with the key to help achieve this, letting go of these burdens and people pulling on you and you know, really taking control over the mind so the mind doesn't control you. What is the key, Spirit? What is the key? Quit comparing. Okay? So there's so many ways I can read that card. There's never a comparison. Whatever is good for you, whatever is right for you, you will feel at your core. It will feel good. Something that isn't meant for you, although everything has its place, but you will feel it doesn't fit. It might be draining. It might be annoying, irritating. It will not resonate with you. But the key to not comparing is often we will say yes when we mean no, because we're comparing ourselves to others. Will we be liked like those people if I just do what the crowd is doing? Will I fit in? Will I be praised if I am this, if I am that? We are never meant to be anything that we're not. Right down to every little freckle, right down to every little flaw. And idiosyncratic behavior or every little quirk about you is absolutely perfect, or you would never have been created and learned all the way this path and experienced what you did to attain every little aspect of yourself to this point. You have been given all the tools, all the experience, all the lessons, all the wisdom, all the failures, all the achievements, all of the levels of understanding, all the wear and tear on your skin to be perfect for what comes next. So to pretend to be something we're not, I've got big goosebumps. Okay, angels are coming through. They really just want you to see you are perfect for what is designed for you without the mask. The mask taints it. You cannot be anything or anyone else. Okay? Your life is no more important or less important than anyone else. Your path. Follow your heart. You will feel what is right for you. It's time to rebel against the chains that held you back, okay? You see that bird and the torch? You're carrying the torch of your ancestors. They took you this far. There are so many possibilities. That's what that bird represents. Open to you at this time. Will you allow yourself to take that torch and just keep running with it and say, well, how good can it get? If I'm just myself, if I'm just me, will the right people align with you? Absolutely, because then they can see who you truly are. If you advocate for yourself, if you put away the burdens and all of this compromising who you really are, you are a shining star. There are those that will try to interfere, some because they're jealous of your light, because you may not even see your full value at this time. Obviously, I think you're going to learn more about yourself and you're going to be astonished, which is so great. But there are people that saw your value before you, and they may have tried to devalue you so that you don't continue to climb, because they benefited largely on you being unhealed in certain aspects. Guys, that's the truth of it. It's time to rebel. Take your space and place in this world. There's something beautiful that you can do using this beautiful creative source energy. Okay? So wherever you are, you belong, and you are going to create your own happiness. No one's going to do it for you. No one. But that means you hold the power. Now, how cool is that? That's empowering. No one can take or give you the happiness that you crave. It's all on your table. Will you take it? Will you rebel against anything or anyone that is trying to hold you back and just be yourself unapologetically? Because I've received the dragon, I'm going to go for a dragon message. I kept seeing a dragon earlier, dragon path. So let's tap in and ask which dragon wants to come forward with a message at this time. Which dragon has a message at this time, please? Share with this beautiful group of people watching this. Gold shoes. Oh, you again. I read you not long ago and I struggled to pronounce you. So, Asclepius, guys, I'm going to do my best to read that name, okay? Asclepius? I'm going to say Asclepius. Page 122 and number 27 is very relevant. It really wasn't that long ago I read this, so it must still pertain. Look at the beautiful dragon on there. That's awesome. All right, let's read this to you. Page 122. Where are you, buddy? Asclepius. It is your journey and yours alone. That's in quotes. Oh, hard to see that, sorry. Asclepius was the ancient Greek god of medicine, the son of Apollo. Upon meeting him for the first time, his opening words were, your modern image of, oh, I struggled on this before, of the caduceus is incorrect. He was a healer of great repute in Greek mythology, and this dragon in particular reminds us that inside us too reside great healers. This particular affinity lies within practitioners who use healing plants, herbalism, and essential oil and flower essences. Add to his rather shamanic energy and this affinity with snakes, and he is a powerful ally. Asclepius is the dragon of a healer and the shaman. His wisdom is boundless, If he has flown into your reading today, know that you have the abundant knowledge at your side. Continuing with his practical help for your physical life, he asks if you need support of a professional with knowledge of healing plants, or if it's time for you to undertake training in one of these areas mentioned above, or indeed need shamanism, you can call on him. Okay, alongside his ability to support those working with plant energies, he is a powerful ally when we are ready for the next phase of our transformational journey of life. His presence in your cards today reminds you that together we create the immense combination of transmutation and transformation. Deep within you, know you can and will succeed. He had this to say: you are on the cusp of transformation. So allow me to guide you forward along the winding road. Remember, hold on to what you know to be true, for it is your journey and yours alone. Life never stands still. It is forever changing and evolving. Together we can transmute that which binds you. Accepting, I just want to say, together we can transmute that which binds you. Love that. Sorry, lost my spot now. Accepting that your journey on earth is about life, death, and rebirth as you transform and grow personally and spiritually. Wow. Okay. That makes total sense, guys. Sorry I stumbled on almost all of those words. It's just the way it is. And that's authenticity, and I'm not cutting it out or redoing it because that's what you needed to see and hear. Oh, that was sitting right underneath the rebel card. Politics. Make sure we're not wearing the mask. Authenticity and unconditional love. Those are the two superpowers in life. If you can allow yourself to love unconditionally, everything and everyone, okay? And show up authentically despite the flaws, despite the quirks. That's how people who are like you are going to find you. Being authentic, it creates a safe space for other people to be authentic. Because if you're not afraid of screwing up or being imperfect, then no one else will be afraid. And then if we're all authentic, we're all being real. We're finding the right people who align with us. And no more, I'm hearing passive aggressive comments. Like if somebody's really doesn't want to, if somebody really wants you to do something, and you've had this, I know you have, because we all have, they really want you to do something, or maybe you've used this, right? And they don't want to come right out and ask, then they'll hint, and then, oh, well, you don't have to if you don't want. And then, so you decide, okay, I don't want, so I won't. And then all of a sudden, the next day, it's like, yeah, so if you don't want to, it's okay. And it's like, wait, I thought we established this. No one enjoys that. And in fact, it's very draining, which is pulling on someone's energy. So when we are authentic, we are no longer pulling from other people's energy because we're connecting completely to source, right? We're not using control dramas to drain other people. We are freeing ourselves of that in essence, and we are being true to ourselves. So I have the highest level of respect for those who will say it like it is, even if it's unpopular. Okay, my dad was big on this, very authentic, extremely authentic, and people would say you come off as kind of rude, but you know what? You always knew where you stood with my dad. He would be honest, not really rude, but it would rub people the wrong way. It would trigger people because they were used to manipulating, and you couldn't get that from my dad, right? You couldn't be passive aggressive. He would call you on it. And this is the thing. When we are authentic, people will respect you because you have the courage. Where is that card? The courage to say what you feel. So they always know where they stand with you. There's no reading between the lines. There's no playing the detective trying to figure it out. How exhausting. And people will respect it. And then when they come to you, if people come to you for wisdom or guidance or advice because they respect what you have to say, maybe, they'll know that they're getting the real deal. And there's nothing sweeter or more valuable than the real you. Yes. Okay. So that takes healing and stepping outside of the ego that's worried about being insecure or afraid or all that good stuff, right? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. All my information is below each video. Now my ears ringing again. If you want to book a personal reading where we meet online, one on one, just like this, only a lot more depth, obviously. And you could look me up. All my information's below. And you can subscribe for free to my YouTube channel, Earth Angel 3811. Everything's free there. We do lives. We do free live readings. We have a beautiful, supportive soul family there that meet. And there's no judgment. Everybody helps each other. And that's the way that this world was designed to be. Take care and keep shining, guys.